Wednesday, 3rd of December 2014, and I'm just waiting for my friend Paul and Matt to turn up. We're just having a meeting this morning to sort out 61 Cook Street property and the lawyer. So we have to get the certificate of title for the lawyer, but that's a different contract. That's his contract, because I've got a contract with Doug Rickard Bell linked to the fraud title, sole property, the land transfer to Simon Roundtree and James Brown. So they're the buyers of this bad title that I'm sorting out with the lawyer. I was with Yu Tai Choi yesterday, going over the documents, the warrant to seize the property through the bank, ANZ Bank, and Julie Sewell. She's pretty well onto it, but he's just can't understand at the present time the nature of the title before the buyers bought it. That we had a lapse of habeas title on it. It didn't matter, because we are still being rejected on being the original owners of that land block and all land in Auckland from the land patents. The original title to King William IV, Admiralty, that's one title, and then the Moai statue memorial on the other hand, that's my own Wanoa title to the birth certificates of Te Māti Manukau, 1830 and 1834, leading up to the 1875 Declaration of Independence of this country. The legal founding of this country through Melbourne, Australia, Prime Minister Melbourne from the Prime Minister of Britain at the time, through Queen Victoria, inheritance to King William IV, her uncle. So those titles are born out of a king of England, and that's what I am. I'm telling him I'm the surrogate King William IV, speaking for him legally. And he said, oh, he could call himself a king too. I was quite offended by that statement from a lawyer, a QC, Queen's Counsel. Then I said to him, who do you swear your oath of office to, since you've got the Queen on your wall and she's no longer in Westminster? She's gone to Brussels now in the European Union Parliament. So that's put him in a quandary, talking to me. When I said, I'm the authority, he says, who are your authority? I said, me. I'm the authority of these lands. I'm the owner of these lands, the legal owner of these lands with my title. I said to him, then, if you can't tell me who you're swearing your oath to, that's one thing. And because you have to show me where you got your title from the land that you're on, and whose authority gave you that title, and how did you get here? How did you get here from Korea, South Korea, to live on our lands? These are my ancestral lands that I'm talking about. He says, oh, the law says otherwise with contract. I said, yeah, well, I've got contracts, and they're unrefuted for the last 4 complaints to the High Court of Admiralty in London. He signed them. He's bound to it. He's bound by law to the contract that I've put together with him in an affidavit to the High Court of Admiralty in London, Judge David Mackey. So he's got himself in a spot in that lot, legally. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to these lands. I have to do this with our own native lands. They're only occupied. They only got occupation titles. So I have to protect our lands that John Key is selling off to the Americans, and the Queen, who's a threat now to our security of interest with King William, and she's abandoned Britain and the British people. So that's what I wanted to say today, is that I'm following this through to the T, to the law of New Zealand, to the law of Britain. They're still bound to, because they haven't actually bought this country yet. They're trying to settle with Maori and Ngāpuhi at the moment. So if you Ngāpuhi people are watching this, most of you don't know what the flag means, the 1835 Declaration of Independence flag, that you're flying. That's what I'm doing here. So Kingi Taurua and Papahehe have signed a document for me to go to Westminster to sort it out. Well, it's in a mess in Westminster with all the pedophiles and the Queen's people who are getting caught in the fraud and corruption inside Westminster. So we're going there next year. I'm going to Devonport on King William's estate and seize it the same way as I'm doing here. Now the pound notes that we've got as debtor interest on the conveyancing titles of King William, nothing else, just King William's for Admiralty title to the land that we're putting a lien, more of a lien, a levy, right over the title back to King William IV and to Moai Crown, commercial trading bank. So you'll see those debt instruments for Cook Street, 2.517800 billion pound notes, the Moai pound notes, and also the 970 million trillion pound notes against the Queen and her Washington DC corporation company, and Vatican City, the Pope's corporation company, and the City of London, the Rothschild Bank corporate company. We're going to foreclose with King William IV Admiralty Court Martial warrant of the rest of the properties and all the assets that the book I gave to the lawyer yesterday with the pound notes in the back of it. So he's reading it, and as much as the bank, the Andrews Bank, who've got those instruments now, all I'm going to do is deposit those instruments through the lawyer into the bank, and that's fixed against the Crown and iwi and everybody else following the Queen and her New South Wales government land information title against the British titles of Westminster government, the new Westminster government for next year, 2015, in May. Matt Taylor, Gordon Bowden, John Patterson, and George Lee. Be prepared when Jamie and I come there. We're just a bit delayed at the moment with the titles because I have to go and get the certificate of title for the property with the new landowners on it to give to the lawyer. You see, they make you go and get things. Well, I've finished all the titles in the Moai Crown, King William, British government claim side. So he's dealing with New Zealand jurisdiction as against the Admiralty of King William jurisdiction of Admiralty. Okay, so that's the difference in the authority. Where do they get their authority from? That's what I'm telling you. Where do you get it from? You can't answer. They're not going to answer. They have none. They have none. But he's only doing his job. So I'm going to sort that out with my boys. And I've got about 4 palms working with us. They're very good. So they can sort that out. I'm just waiting for my 2 men to come. I'm not here yet, a bit late. Like the lawyer yesterday, he was an hour late. See? So that's not good. It's not a good sign for a top QC lawyer being late. And when I got there at my appointment 10:30, the other girl said, oh, he's not here. So that's the message. That I'm not going to take things lightly. I'm going to be tough as the surrogate king of England. Okay, Matt and you boys over there, I'm going to be tough with this law of truth, the sovereign truth law of Moai Crown, King William IV. Okay, so we've got all the documents in place, we've done all the work. Now all of this is their word against ours. Right? It's going to be with the lawyer here, and he'll be an accessory to the fraud if he does not comply with our wishes as the landlord. Okay? That's all I wanted to say today. I'm sitting around now. It's a nice sky. Beautiful. You see the look of the clouds. They are a normal cloud. A normal cloud, a normal day, and no streaks in it. See? So, yes, so I did a video yesterday of the lawyer, and for my sake, to scrutinise me, not the lawyer. That's what I said on Facebook. So this is going on Facebook today, after I meet with my staff. We've got 9 altogether, staff, ready to go. As soon as we clear that land block, we expect the law here to be abided by contract of origination of the land patents, that we are the legal owner of the property with our evidence that's unrefuted. So it normally would be 7 years to unrefute. Anything unrefuted is the law. So we're doing this in preparation for next year, which would be the 7th year. But it didn't matter if it was 7 years or 2 years. The fact that they cannot refute anything we say, it stands in law. In the affidavit, as many as we want, they can't refute. Okay, so that's all for now. John Wanoa, Auckland, New Zealand. Time now is 9:30 a.m. On a Wednesday, the 3rd is it? 3rd or 4th? Anyway, of December. So Matt, we're just a little bit delayed till we get this lawyer sorted out. He has to do the lawyer thing, and I want him to legalise those documents, the town notes, to deposit into the ANZ Bank. Once those notes are deposited into the ANZ Bank, they become legal tender, okay, against the debtors. The lawyer has to do what he's told under instructions from me. He has to. If he doesn't, he'll be breaking the law of New Zealand. Okay? That's all I want to say as being exact. Okay, I think my mate's seeing now over there. So that's all for now. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Have a nice day.